Miami has a Dolphin, the greatest football team. We drink the ball, go the goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the
Miami Dolphins #1. Like I always say on all my other shows, that the Miami Dolphins, the biggest or the greatest number of fans in the Bahamas are Miami Dolphin fans. That's the reason why I show my pride and respect to my country, the Bahamas, and of course my love for the Bahamas. But I also have a deep feeling, a great love for the Miami Dolphins. The Miami Dolphins will be taking on the Buffalo Bills tonight in a big AFC East showdown, and I guess the best team wins tonight. It's all on the line. It could have playoff implications for the Miami Dolphins as well as the Buffalo Bills. Well, who wins is not going to decide who wins the AFC East or who wins the overall thing, especially when it comes down to the Super Bowl. But it's a game that is a step in the right direction, either for the Miami Dolphins or the Buffalo Bills. With that said, here's the victory for the Miami. Here's the victory for the Miami Dolphins. You must keep in mind that the Buffalo Bills is a team that is right now stranded. Because if you look at it, the Buffalo Bills has lost a number of players on defense and on offense. The biggest name player that they lost on offense is Stephon Diggs. And one of the biggest players that they lost on defense is Jordan Poyer. And Jordan Poyer was a very good defensive back for the Buffalo Bills over a number of years. He was one of the reasons why the Buffalo Bills would have beaten Miami on more than one occasion. So I must say the Buffalo Bills has lost quite a few players, and one of their main defensive players is right now hurt and would not be playing tonight. So the Dolphins should have an edge or should have an upper hand as relates to this competition against the Buffalo Bills tonight. But keys to victory. The only key to victory for the Buffalo Bills is Josh Allen, the quarterback. Josh Allen is the only key to victory for the Buffalo Bills. I don't see any other player really contributing to the Buffalo Bills winning this game tonight. Because when you look at the Buffalo Bills, you look at it reminds me of this saying, or it reminds me of something that's always repeated by Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? Who is on first? And then you look at what's on second. I don't know on third, but guess what? At least back then we had an idea who was on first, second, and third. But for the Buffalo Bills, who's on first is Josh Allen. Who's on second? Josh Allen. Who's on third? Josh Allen. Who's catching? Josh Allen. Who's playing center field? Josh Allen. Who's playing center field? Right field? Josh Allen. Who's playing left field? Josh Allen. Who's pitching? Well, back with Albert and Costello, the pitcher name is tomorrow. So Josh Allen is the pitcher, he's the catcher, he's the first baseman, the second baseman, he's everything on the football team for the Buffalo Bills. So the Miami Dolphins cannot stop that one player for the Buffalo Bills, and the Miami Dolphins are in serious trouble tonight. So hopefully the Miami Dolphins could stop this one player who does every single thing for the Buffalo Bills. Every single thing for the Buffalo Bills. Without Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills might not have won the number of games they won last season. Now, and if you saw them against the Phoenix Cardinals just last week Sunday, how much of a struggle it was for the Buffalo Bills to pull that game out. And Josh Allen, I could see him running and jumping and into the end zone against that's Arizona Cardinals. It's the Phoenix Arizona. It was the Cardinal team. And how difficult it was for them to win that game, and how much he injured during that game, and he was still able to play the rest of the game. As a matter of fact, the injury report has Josh Allen still playing tonight against the Miami Dolphins, and it's a good thing. It isn't his throwing arm, but his left arm. But Stephon Diggs was traded to the Texans earlier this year, and right now he's playing with the Texans. Last season, Stephon Diggs, he at least the last game that just went, he had six receptions for 33 yards, 5.5 average, and his long was 10, and average was 5.5 yards. And his career stats is 107 yards, 107 receptions, 1,183 yards totally. His long was 55 touchdowns. Overall touchdown, his career overall touchdown was 69. Just to make correction, that would have been his 2023 stats, which was 107 reception, 1,183 yards, and then 1.1 yards average, long 55, and 8 touchdowns. And his career stats is 816 receptions for 10,028 yards, average 12.3, 75 long, and 69 touchdowns. That sounds more accurately. My apologies. But Tyreek Hill, on the other hand, who is a star player for the Miami Dolphins, his career, just let me just go through his stats for this last past game. Tyreek Hill's 7 receptions, 130 yards, and 18.6 average, and 80 long, and one touchdown. Now, the Buffalo Bills will be missing Stephon Diggs, who would have got 8 touchdowns for the Buffalo Bills last season. He has 1,183 and 107 receptions. So that's a big portion of the Buffalo Bills stats or record that'll be missing from the Buffalo Bills this season. Who are they going to replace that with? Well, it's yet to be seen. Are they going to replace it with some other wide receiver? The wide receivers who are playing for the Buffalo Bills right now tonight are not known. There's not much information on them at this time. But not having Stephon Diggs could be a big problem for the Buffalo Bills, especially this tonight, and especially going into the rest of the season. I'm just looking at defense. Defense this year for the Miami Dolphins. Right now on third down conversions, Dolphins third down defense rated number 4. Bills ranked number 29. Red zone defense, Dolphins 23, Buffalo Bills 13. So there will be some challenges with the third down defense of the Dolphins. Could control that and control the line of scrimmage, and hopefully they will control the red zone area and will not let the Buffalo Bills get in that area so many times. But the Buffalo Bills, they're still heavily dependent on Josh Allen, and Josh Allen is their key to victory. And our key to beat the Buffalo Bills is just stopping Josh Allen. He's the only thing we need to stop for the Miami Dolphins need to do, just to stop Josh Allen. If we stop Josh Allen tonight, the Buffalo Bills will be finished, and we can start our own winning streak against the Buffalo Bills. I was talking to a good friend of mine tonight, and she spoke about how many times the Buffalo Bills have beaten the Dolphins. I think she said 11 or 12 times. She watches football rarely, and I don't know where she got the stats from, but she has been watching something as it relates to Miami Dolphins. But let's see what happens tonight. Hopefully the Dolphins could figure this thing out and have the Miami Dolphins back on a winning streak, and hopefully the Dolphins will get back into the playoffs that comes up at the end of the season, sometime coming up in January. So good luck to the Miami Dolphins, and let's see what happens to the Dolphins. The game is about to get started, and the keys to victory for the Dolphins: stop Josh Allen. Once we would have stopped Josh Allen, the Miami Dolphins could have a very good chance in beating the Buffalo Bills tonight. So let's see what happens tonight, and hopefully the Miami Dolphins ends up in the win column. In the win column, hopefully start another winning streak for the Miami Dolphins. With that said, I'm done. I'm going to watch the game to see what's going to happen with the Miami Dolphins tonight as we watch them play the Buffalo Bills in this big AFC East showdown. Let's go, Miami. Miami Dolphins. Talk is Super Bowl. Miami Dolphins, #1.